What if I told you that for simple dried fruits, sitting right in your kitchen could actually help restore your vision while you sleep? Doctors are stunned because seniors over 60 are reporting that they wake up with sharper eyesight after adding these powerful foods to their nightly routine. Forget about expensive pills or painful procedures. These natural foods may be the missing key to crystal clear vision. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which dried fruits to eat before bed and why they work so fast. Imagine going to bed with blurry eyes, struggling to read the words on a page, or squinting just to recognize faces on the TV screen. And then waking up feeling like your vision is sharper, clearer, and more refreshed than it has been in years. Sounds impossible, right? But for thousands of seniors, this is becoming a reality. Not through surgery, not through glasses, and not through pricey supplements, but through something as simple as eating a handful of specific dried fruits. Before bed now, you may be wondering, how on earth can dried fruits do what expensive treatments cannot? The truth is, our eyes rely on key vitamins, antioxidants, and natural compounds to function properly. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing these nutrients, and our vision starts to suffer. That's why so many people over 60 experience night blindness, cataracts, dry eyes, or age-related macular degeneration. But here's the good news. Nature has already provided us with incredibly powerful foods that are loaded with the very nutrients our eyes are starving for. And when eaten before bed, your body gets hours of uninterrupted time to absorb, repair, and restore, all while you sleep. I know this might sound too good to be true, but think about it. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Cells regenerate, inflammation lowers, and nutrients are absorbed more efficiently. By giving your body the right fuel before bed, you are essentially supercharging its ability to heal. That's why these 4 dried fruits are working wonders. Especially for seniors who want to regain clarity in their vision without relying solely on medications. Before I reveal what they are, let's understand something important. Eye health is not just about the eyes. It's about circulation, nerves, and even brain health. When blood flow to the eyes is strong, nutrients and oxygen reach the delicate tissues that control your vision. When nerves are protected, signals from your eyes to your brain stay sharp and accurate. And when inflammation is reduced, your lens and retina stay clear and strong instead of clouded. That's exactly what these fruits target all naturally. Let's start with the first one, because this one is a true superstar. Imagine a dried fruit so rich in antioxidants that it can directly fight the oxidative stress that damages your eyes every single day. This fruit is packed with vitamin A, the same vitamin your eyes need to see in low light and avoid night blindness. Seniors who added just a handful of this dried fruit to their evening routine have reported sharper vision in dim light, fewer struggles with glare, and even more comfort while driving at night. But that's not all. This fruit is also loaded with beta-carotene and carotenoids, compounds that protect your retina and lens from age-related damage. Scientists have discovered that these natural pigments act almost like a shield inside your eyes, defending them from harmful blue light and oxidative stress. And here's the best part. When you eat it before bed, those nutrients are delivered to your eyes while you sleep, when your body's repair system is at its peak. Now you might already have guessed which fruit I'm talking about. And yes, you may even have it in your pantry right now. But I'll hold off on revealing it, because before we name the fruits, I want you to fully understand why they're so effective. The second dried fruit on the list works in a completely different way. Instead of just protecting the eyes, it nourishes the tiny blood vessels that feed your eyes with oxygen and nutrients. Many seniors don't realize this, but one of the biggest reasons eyesight declines after 60 is poor circulation. The capillaries in your eyes are incredibly delicate, and if they don't get enough blood flow, your vision suffers. This dried fruit is rich in polyphenols and flavonoids, plant compounds that strengthen blood vessels, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation. Some studies have even shown that seniors who consume this fruit regularly have a much lower risk of developing macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. And here's something really exciting. Eating this fruit before bed can also help reduce eye strain and dryness, because it naturally boosts tear production and keeps your eyes hydrated through the night. Now, the third fruit is probably the most surprising of all. Unlike the others, it's not famous for being a vision fruit, but the nutrients inside it make it an absolute powerhouse for your eyes. This fruit contains omega-3 fatty acids, something you normally hear about in fish, like salmon. But yes, certain dried fruits actually provide these healthy fats too. Omega-3s are crucial for the health of your retina, the part of your eye responsible for detecting light and sending signals to your brain. Without enough omega-3s, your retina becomes weak, your vision blurs, and your risk of eye diseases skyrockets. But when you eat this dried fruit before bed, you're giving your retina the fuel it needs to function at its best. On top of that, it's also a fantastic source of magnesium, which relaxes the muscles around your eyes, reduces twitching, and helps prevent night cramps, something many seniors struggle with. Imagine not only sleeping better, but also waking up with eyes that feel refreshed, less dry, and sharper than before. And finally, we come to the fourth dried fruit. This one is perhaps the most powerful of them all, because it doesn't just protect your eyes, it actually helps reverse some of the damage that's already been done. It's rich in anthocyanins, a special class of antioxidants that give certain fruits their deep purple or dark color. These anthocyanins have been shown to regenerate rhodopsin, a pigment in your eyes that helps you see in the dark. That means seniors who eat this fruit before bed may notice that they can move around at night without bumping into things, or that their night vision feels sharper than it has in years. Even more amazing, this fruit supports collagen in the eyes, keeping the cornea and lens strong and flexible. That's a huge benefit because stiff or cloudy lenses are one of the main reasons seniors develop cataracts. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds incredible, but can something so simple really make a difference? Well, here's what people are experiencing. Seniors who started eating just a small serving of these dried fruits every night before bed report waking up with eyes that feel less strained, vision that seems clearer, and in some cases, they even find themselves reaching for their glasses less often. One woman over 65 said that after just 3 weeks of adding these dried fruits to her evening routine, she could read her Bible at night without squinting or straining. Another man reported that his eyes no longer felt painfully dry when he woke up in the morning, and the science backs this up. Research shows that antioxidants, carotenoids, omega-3s, and anthocyanins can significantly improve eye health and slow down vision loss. And these 4 dried fruits just happen to be some of the richest natural sources of all these nutrients. It's almost like nature designed them specifically for seniors who want to protect and restore their vision. But here's the catch. Not all dried fruits are created equal. Many store-bought versions are coated in sugar or processed in ways that strip away their nutrients. That's why, if you want the best results, it's important to choose organic or unsweetened varieties and to eat them in moderation. A small handful before bed is all it takes, not an entire bag. Remember, it's not about quantity, it's about consistency. Now, in just a moment, I'll be revealing exactly what these 4 dried fruits are, so you can start adding them to your nightly routine immediately. But before I do, think about this. If something so simple, so natural, and so inexpensive could help restore crystal clear vision, wouldn't it be worth giving it a try? Especially when the alternative is more pills, more appointments, and more frustration with blurry eyesight. When you reach your 60s, one of the most frustrating changes is watching your eyesight slowly fade. Reading becomes harder. Driving at night feels unsafe. And sometimes, you even miss the small details you once took for granted, like the vibrant colors of a sunset or the crisp letters in a book. For many, this decline feels unavoidable, something that just comes with age. But what if nature has been holding a secret all along? You see, our eyes are some of the most delicate organs in the body. They're exposed daily to stress, light damage, and free radicals that slowly wear them down. Over time, the lenses become cloudy, the retina gets weaker, and circulation to the tiny blood vessels in the eyes decreases. That's why problems like cataracts, macular degeneration, and blurry vision are so common after 60. But here's where the story gets interesting. Certain natural compounds, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals can actually slow down or even reverse this damage when they're delivered in the right way. And surprisingly, some of the richest sources of these compounds are found in dried fruits. Now, why dried fruits? It's simple. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the nutrients become more concentrated. That means every small bite is packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a much denser form than fresh fruit. And when you eat them before bed, your body has hours to repair and restore while you sleep, using those nutrients to target the very cells that keep your vision sharp. Let's dive into the first of these 4 powerful dried fruits. The first one is dried apricots. Most people think of apricots as just a sweet snack, but they're a hidden powerhouse for eye health. They're loaded with beta-carotene, the same compound that gives carrots their reputation for supporting vision. Inside your body, beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, one of the most essential nutrients for your eyes. Without enough vitamin A, your eyes can't produce the pigments needed for low-light vision, which is why so many people over 60 struggle with night blindness. But here's the exciting part. Seniors who add just a handful of dried apricots before bed give their bodies a direct boost of vitamin A while they rest, allowing their eyes to recharge and restore clarity overnight. Not only that, apricots are also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 powerful antioxidants that specifically protect the retina from light damage. Think about all the hours of sunlight, computer screens, and phone lights your eyes have absorbed over your lifetime. Those rays create oxidative stress that slowly weakens your vision. But lutein and zeaxanthin act like natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and protecting your retina from further damage. It's like giving your eyes a shield every single night. Imagine this. Instead of tossing and turning, worrying about your eyesight, you could enjoy a small handful of Tamsil, dried apricots in the evening, and let their nutrients work quietly while you sleep. Many people have reported that after just a few weeks of adding them, their eyes feel less strained, and their ability to see details in dim light improves noticeably. But apricots aren't the only secret. The second dried fruit on this list is one you might already love, but probably never connected to your eyes: raisins. Now, raisins might look small and ordinary, but they're absolutely packed with polyphenols, which are plant compounds known to reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Why does that matter for your eyes? Because your eyes depend on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through tiny blood vessels. Over time, these vessels can become stiff or clogged, cutting off the flow that keeps your vision clear. Raisins help improve blood flow and keep those vessels flexible, so your eyes stay nourished. Raisins are also rich in vitamin C, another antioxidant that plays a huge role in preventing cataracts. Cataracts form when proteins in the lens of your eye clump together, creating a cloudy effect. But vitamin C has been shown to slow this process by protecting the proteins from damage. That means eating raisins regularly could help keep your lenses clearer for longer. Here's something fascinating. Raisins also contain small amounts of resveratrol. the same compound that makes red wine famous for heart health. Resveratrol has been linked to protecting the retina from age-related degeneration. So, in a way, when you snack on raisins before bed, you're also protecting your eyes from long-term vision loss. Now, let's pause for a moment and think about this. Dried apricots and raisins are snacks you can find in almost every grocery store. They're affordable, natural, and easy to add into your evening routine. No complicated meal plans, no expensive supplements, just a simple handful before bed. And yet, the results they deliver for your eyes can be life-changing. But we're only halfway through this list. There are still 2 more dried fruits that are even more powerful when it comes to restoring crystal clear vision. And you'll want to know about them. Before we reveal the 3rd dried fruit, let me explain why eating them before bed matters. So much. During the day, your body is busy digesting meals, producing energy, and handling stress. But when you sleep, your body enters a repair mode. Blood flow to your eyes increases, cellular repair speeds up, and toxins are flushed out. By eating dried fruits right before bed, you're delivering a concentrated dose of eye-healing nutrients. At the exact time your body is primed to use them. It's like fueling up your repair system right when it's most active. Now, the 3rd dried fruit on this list is dried figs. Figs are one of the oldest cultivated fruits in history, and for good reason. They're not only delicious, but also rich in minerals like zinc and copper, which are essential for healthy eyes. Zinc, in particular, helps transport vitamin A from your liver to your retina, allowing your eyes to produce protective pigments that improve night vision. Without enough zinc, even if you're eating vitamin-rich foods, your eyes can't fully use them. Figs are also high in natural sugars and fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels overnight. Why does this matter? Because high blood sugar is one of the biggest hidden threats to your eyes. It damages the delicate blood vessels, leading to conditions like diabetic retinopathy. By keeping your blood sugar stable, figs indirectly protect your vision from long-term damage. And here's something even more interesting. Figs are loaded with antioxidants that specifically fight inflammation in the optic nerve. The optic nerve is like the communication highway between your eyes and brain. If it's inflamed or damaged, your vision suffers. By protecting this vital nerve, figs help maintain sharper, clearer eyesight, especially as you age. Now picture this: a small bowl with a mix of dried apricots, raisins, and figs, eaten slowly before bedtime. While you rest, these nutrients flood your body, repairing damage, boosting circulation, and protecting every part of your eye from the lens to the retina to the optic nerve. You wake up not just feeling refreshed, but with your vision slowly becoming clearer day by day. And the best part? There's still one more dried fruit that completes this powerful combination. And it may be the most surprising of them all. We'll talk about that final dried fruit in the next part of this video. And you'll see why adding all 4 together creates a vision-restoring effect that doctors can't ignore. So stay with me, because the last one might just be sitting in your pantry right now. And it could be the missing piece to crystal clear vision. Now imagine this. You've been following along, and by now, you already know how powerful these natural dried fruits can be for your eyes. But here's the best part. When you combine them into a simple bedtime habit, they don't just protect your vision. They actually support your entire nervous system, reduce age-related fatigue, and even help you sleep deeper. That's because each one works like a different piece of the puzzle. And when the puzzle is complete, the results can feel almost unbelievable. Let's picture this together. You're over 60. Your eyes get dry more often. You notice glare from headlights at night. Maybe you even need stronger glasses every few years. These are the struggles millions of seniors face daily. But instead of just accepting it as part of aging, what if your nightly snack could actually fight back? What if the foods you eat before bed worked like natural medicine, restoring clarity while you rest? That's exactly what these 4 dried fruits can do when eaten consistently. First, let's bring them together. We talked about raisins, the tiny superstars packed with antioxidants that sweep away free radicals damaging your retina. Think of raisins as the gentle cleaners, polishing and protecting your vision cells. Then we added apricots, loaded with beta-carotene, which the body turns into vitamin A, the nutrient your eyes crave to stay sharp, especially in low light. Without enough vitamin A, night vision fades fast. Apricots help reverse that trend next. Came dates, nature's energy bombs filled with minerals like magnesium and potassium. These not only reduce oxidative stress in the eyes, but they also improve blood flow, making sure oxygen and nutrients reach those tiny, delicate blood vessels. In your retina, better circulation equals healthier eyes. Finally, we introduced figs, one of the oldest fruits known to humanity. RICH in vitamin B6 and antioxidants that reduce inflammation, keep your optic nerve strong, and even slow down cataracts. You think about it, each of these fruits has its own role. Raisins protect, apricots repair, dates energize, and figs strengthen. Alone, they're powerful. Together, they're extraordinary. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Timing matters. Studies show that eating these dried fruits before bed allows your body to absorb and use their nutrients during the repair cycle of sleep. While you rest, your body is busy healing itself. Cells regenerate, tissues restore, and your eyes, which work all day long, finally get the chance to rebuild. By giving them exactly what they need right before bedtime, you're fueling that process in the most effective way possible. Imagine this bedtime ritual. Instead of grabbing a sugary cookie or a salty snack at night, you prepare a small bowl, just 2 or 3 raisins, 2 dried apricots, a couple of dates, and 1 fig. That's all it takes. No complicated recipes, no expensive supplements, just nature's medicine in its purest form. And when you close your eyes and drift off to sleep, these nutrients begin their work quietly, restoring clarity, protecting your retina, and fighting against age-related damage. Think about how incredible that is while you're resting peacefully. Nature is working tirelessly inside you, bringing back sharpness to your sight one night at a time. Seniors who have added this habit are reporting something amazing. They're waking up noticing details they thought they had lost forever. The morning newspaper looks sharper, the television is clearer, even the fine print on medicine bottles is easier to read. And when night comes, they're driving with less glare, less strain, and more confidence. But let's be real here. This isn't magic, it's science. Your eyes are incredibly sensitive to oxidative stress, poor circulation, and nutrient deficiencies. Over time, those factors cause blurry vision, cataracts, macular degeneration, and more. But these dried fruits directly address those very problems. Raisins fight oxidative damage. Apricots provide vitamin A for night vision. Dates improve circulation. Figs reduce inflammation and protect nerves. It's a natural system designed to work in harmony with your body. Now, here's something important. It's not about eating huge amounts. In fact, moderation is the secret. Too many dried fruits can raise your blood sugar. That's why just a handful small portions are enough to deliver results without risk. This is why seniors love this habit. It's easy, safe, and gentle on the body. And let's talk about something even more exciting. Long-term benefits. Vision is one of those things we don't fully appreciate until it starts to fade. But by nourishing your eyes today, you're not just helping yourself tomorrow morning, you're protecting your eyesight for years to come. Imagine being 70, 75, even 80 years old, and still being able to read, drive, and enjoy life without constant struggle. That's the power of feeding your body the right fuel. So if you're listening right now and thinking, could this really work for me? The answer is yes, but only if you take action. Knowledge is nothing without consistency. Starting tonight, make this a habit. Replace unhealthy late-night snacks with these 4 dried fruits. Be patient, because just like planting a seed, the results grow stronger with time. You may not notice a miracle overnight, but give it weeks, and your vision could surprise you. Doctors often say prevention is the best cure. And here, prevention looks like something you can hold in your hand for simple, dried fruits. No prescriptions, no surgeries, no side effects. Just food that heals, as nature intended. Now, let me leave you with this thought. We spend our entire lives depending on our eyes. They've witnessed every memory, every moment, every smile, and every tear. Don't they deserve a little care in return? Don't you deserve to see the world clearly for as long as possible? By eating these dried fruits before bed, you're giving your eyes a gift. The gift of clarity, strength, and longevity. So tonight, before you go to bed, remember this. Just 4 simple dried fruits stand between you and the brighter, clearer vision you've been wishing for. Start now, stay consistent, and soon you may wake up to a world that looks sharper, brighter, and more beautiful than you thought possible.